Hi guys, welcome to today's video. First of all, excuse the puffy hair and the lack of makeup. It's a Sunday. We're just doing a little chilled sit down video that you guys have requested. I do have another video that I filmed a while ago that we're just trying to sort out, but we're having IT problems with. I haven't even managed to try editing it yet. The file is just not doing very well, so I'm doing this one to cover it. As you can see, we have candle number 1 and candle number 2 going. As autumn and you've got Halloween, we've got Christmas, all of that lot starts to come in, I will create more of a themed background for you guys, because 14-year-old me would not have gone without as a YouTuber. So we will create a themed background, we will get a cool little scene and setup going for you guys, no matter what we're discussing. So keep an eye out for that one. If you guys would like me to do things like hashtags so we can all share certain things throughout the seasons that we're discussing and doing videos over, I will happily do that. Just let me know, because I love autumn and winter. You've got Halloween, you've got bonfire night, you've got Christmas, and it may be a bit different this year just due to the fact that Corona is still around, but I still want to have the fun and the festivity and all of that going. So keep an eye out my blog posts, my YouTube, my Instagram and my TikTok, and it should all still be going, and we shall keep the happiness and the themes alive, no matter if we can't meet up with our friends and family, which is a bit sad. So anyway, getting into today's video. Today we are going to be doing a video on revision tips specifically to health and social care. I've been asked to do this countless times now. I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to just filter out a few of my subscribers who aren't doing health and social care. But keep an eye out, because I have got a couple health and social care videos coming. I've got some more that is more generalised, so you guys can keep an eye on that. Yeah, also on my Insta stories in the next week, I think I'm doing it either Tuesday or Wednesday, I will be doing a day in the life of me through my Instagram stories, so keep an eye on that, because a lot of you would like to see that. And it's all to do with college and that, and what I do in a day with college, so keep an eye out on that one. Okay, so getting into it, health and social care level 3 extended diploma. I don't know what level 2 is like, but we'll go with that it's on the same lines. Revision is, I find only certain methods work for me. Just because the way they go with the course. So for me, starting second year, we're 2 weeks in, I've already had an assessment, we've already started the exam prep. That's just the way second year is. It's not like crackdown time, like it's where you get 2 of your grades, so it's not scary or pressure or anything, but it is needed. So I have revision cards. I will show you some of my revision cards. They are just purely simple kind of name, information. I'll show you what my organelle ones are like. So you have name and organ, like name and name, and then like function or the answer to the question, and then like I have organelles in a cell. So I have the name, the structure and the function, and I just basically label out each one in that section the same with a diagram and all that lot. And I just find that really helps me when it comes to the exams. I picture it. So I learn these practically off by heart, and then I can picture the revision card in the exam, and it really helps me because I'm quite a visual learner, so I have to have things like diagrams and stuff like that, and I tend to I have to have background noise. I'll get into this one in a second. So yeah, I bought, if you guys are wondering where to get them from, this is my second pack I've bought now. I get these record cards. They're £1. I think at the minute they're on like a deal, like a 45p. So, and they're so good, and they're thick, they're durable, they'll last, and you get a good amount with different colours, because I like to section mine out due to different sections that we learn about. So I'd highly recommend these. I've got 2 packs. I'm obviously like practically halfway through my first pack, and I was running out of pink, so I bought a second pack. That's why I got the second pack. And I just keep them in here in a little bag, so they're all together, and then I keep them in my actual school bag. I don't put them in my folder because else it's too heavy. I am very much a visual learner. I'm also an audio learner. I'm not someone who can open a textbook, read it all and learn it. That will never work for me. If it works for you, great. It's an alright method, but for me that just seems like absolute hell way of revising. So for me, what I like to do is when I am revising, I will put on music with no lyrics. So I use the Piano Guys because they do pop music, which is very current, but they do it without lyrics and it's kind of instrumental, and that way you're not getting sucked into the lyrics and you're having a little song and a dance. You can still concentrate, but it's familiar music, so you're not bored. Because I find if I'm just listening to instrumental music that I don't know, like, you know, orchestra kind of stuff, like classical, I get so bored, I will not retain anything. And once I found the Piano Guys, that was it for me. I was sold. I used it all through GCSEs, and I will continue to use it through, obviously I used it through my first year and now my second year of college. So if you're someone like me who has to have background noise, instead of putting on a film or a TV program that you might get distracted with, put on the Piano Guys. They're on Spotify. I don't know whether they're on iTunes, but I think they might be on YouTube as well. So you can listen to them and they'll really, really help you. So my unit that I'm learning at the moment, exam based, is Anatomy and Physiology, health second year. And for me, I find it is very biology based. There is no I find, but it is very biology based. And for GCSEs, I used videos. I would sit in front of my mum's computer, I would watch a video, and I would take notes from it and then make revision cards. And I'd watch the video 2 or 3 times to really make sure every single part is in my brain. Because that way, like I learn the revision cards, I replay the video. I don't know whether that's weird. It's just how my brain works. So I would definitely recommend finding videos on YouTube which is about the subject you like. I know that there is a lot of biology A-level videos out there that can correlate with my course and my unit that I'm doing, so that is really, really handy. So as we get more into it, and there is so much content, I can't just rely on revision cards, I will definitely move on to using YouTube videos and doing that maybe whilst I'm doing other revision, or just purely focusing on that and taking notes, because I sometimes use those videos as the background noise instead of the Piano Guys. I put them on in the background, which is to do with the subject I'm making the revision cards about, and my brain might pick up some key information I haven't learnt yet. I focus in on the video, I learn it, and then it's something extra. So I definitely recommend that method as well, just putting it on in the background and just listening to that whilst you're learning other information and putting it on a card. Okay, so I have 2 different types of resources that I'm about to show you. Obviously, they may not all work for you. These are just ones I found that work for me. I'll get good ones. As you have already seen, I'm very visual. I have to have diagrams or colours or something that I can correlate the subject to. So with this, I've used both. So what I've got here, I'm going to fold it up because it'll be easier to show the kind of thing I'm using. So basically, it's a little leaflet, but there's nothing on the front or the back or the middle. Like a poster, but I folded it like a leaflet. And we've got the different types of muscle connective tissue. And within this, I use diagrams of each muscle. I use colours to represent the membrane and then the nucleus, so I can remember those colours within my head. I use highlighters to highlight certain things, so then what they're also known as, and the structure, so I'll remember that. And then I use all roughly the same colours, so this is all like pinky purples, so I will remember what this poster or leaflet looks like. that will really stick in my head. Of like, I did an assessment, my first one recently, and it asked about muscle, and I remember this diagram. We had to know this one. I remember this diagram, and I remembered from the colours of the titles and then the diagram that I could pick up the name. So yeah, they're really, really, really handy. I would always say, if you're doing a poster, don't use 9 billion colours to completely go over all of it. I stick to 3 or 4, and from there you can pick up the colour to the topic. So in this case, I'll use it again. Muscle to me is pink, so my revision cards are pink for muscle tissues, and for my poster it's pink, just because that's the kind of colour my mind goes to with muscle. And I just find this really helps correlating colours to certain topics. So let's see, this one's pink. And also, if you're not someone who's confident on diagrams like I am, go simple. They don't have to be the most detailed thing ever. Just go simple and stick to simple colours. You don't have to do fancy shading or anything. I haven't, and it's really, really helpful. Next one is this one. Okay, you can't really see it. So this one's on energy, and what we've got is, I've used yellow, red, grey, and mainly purple and yellow. So I've mainly used purple and yellow on this one. So yellow is because energy is like a light bulb, so in my mind I've put light bulb to yellow. So we've got yellow on here. Purple, I put purple in for important information or names of things. And then I've done, so energy cannot be created or destroyed. I've put the idea of something being destroyed. It's a little diagram, it's a little bit of fun. And also, when making a mind map, if you're someone who likes to have it everything the same, go for it. But for me, I need to differentiate, I can't say that, differentiate between subtopics in a big topic. So here you have energy, where then I then do an arrow for transformation, because it's like going. Energy metabolism, which is a classic cloud. So was aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So definitions, I never put them in bubbles or boxes or anything, because it's just a simple definition. It doesn't have any extra information that comes off in another little line. And then I did little dots, because it's about building up of molecules and not building up of molecules. So I did little dots. But I think I really agree with it. It's more of my teacher's idea, not mine. But I really get on the way with how she teaches. I will do another pan over this again. It's in a little Polly pocket, just because that's how I keep a lot of my sheets. Because like resources, normal just notes won't go in one of these, but resources that I will need for a long time go in a Polly pocket. So I know this could be just put in a binder, but I wanted it separate, and I wanted to have my collection of key terms just in one Polly pocket, so I know where they all are. So they are key terms, as I said, and you just have a list of them. So if you're going through anything, oh, I've missed one there. If you're going through anything and you're wondering, I don't quite know what that is, I can't remember, you come back to your key terms when revising, or even just in class, and you can go back over what everything means, and you can make sure you know exactly what it is, so you're not lost at any point. Because if you go into an exam not knowing a certain key word, and you don't know that word, it is bound to come up. I've done it. It's bound to come up. So it's always good to have a little like glossary index thing. I can't remember the word. I think it's glossary, yeah. Have a little glossary of key terms, so that you know every key term there is. So then when it asks a question, you could be like, I know exactly what that one's definition is. And if you want, I will probably do the same, but as it comes closer to the exam time, I will put all of these on revision cards and do flash, like hot potato kind of cards. Right. So hot potato cards is what I like to do when I get closer to an exam. So I will have someone sit down with me, and it will be just definitions, pure definitions and key terms of things, and they will just read it out. I will have to shout out, then it'll practically get flown by the end, because we'll be going so quick. And you just have to know all of them by the end. If you don't know all of them, you keep going over them until you know all of them. Hot potato cards. They're really, really helpful because by the end it's kind of fun, like a little game. And if you're like me, who's competitive, you want to get all of them, you have to get all of them. So you just keep going, and by the end you know them all off by heart. So yeah, you've got either normal, just going through revision cards, you've got someone else asking you, or I like to do hot potato cards. So it's up to you really what you prefer, but I definitely would recommend hot potato cards coming closer to exam time, just because that's really helpful then. Right, I think I'll leave it there today. Yeah, so they're just a few things that I like to pick out when doing revision. Also, if you want to put up things like worksheets and mind maps onto your walls, that is so helpful and so handy because you're waking up, you're getting ready. I'd recommend put it, if you're a girl who spends ages getting ready like I do, put them next to your mirror or your makeup stand, wherever it is that you spend most of your time, and you can read them as you get ready and it will sink in as well. You may not think it will, but it does. So I'd recommend doing that. I think that's all for today. Hopefully I will get this one edited and up soon. I'm hoping to also do some videos that aren't just surrounded with health and social care. Yeah, and we'll get a couple more out, and keep an eye out for the themed ones. I'm so excited for that because that will be a good one. Yeah, if you guys want any content, like if you want to see me do a video on anything, it could be related with health and social care, it can be related with school and colleges and all that lot. It could be something completely different. Absolutely fine. I'm happy to sit down and do a video on it. So just let me know. Put it down in the comments below. Or if you don't want to say it next to your name, then just message me on Instagram. I also have a form on my blog that you can fill out now where you can just message me and I will come back to you. That kind of thing. Just get in touch and we can have a chat. So yeah, thank you all for your support. We've hit 300 subscribers, which is absolute madness. My videos are doing so incredibly well, so thank you so much for all your support. And also, I went through my analytics the other day. About 85% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so if you're loving my content, please subscribe, because then you'll get updates and all that malarkey that I put up everywhere of what I'm doing. And then if you do like my content, you can see it a lot quicker than anyone else. So yeah, keep an eye out. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay happy. Bye.